Good morning to all. From Atlanta, California today, the Divine Temple of Meditation here. I'm at the Student Study Center area where you have a Buddha surrounded by students. I want to spend a few minutes to have reflection with everyone. Everybody be calm, relaxed, balanced, inner peace. So many people are seeking these, how to be like this, how to be the person that is balanced and at peace and in harmony, and has perception captured in his imagination. And by that I say, as you go through your daily routines in life, you come across things and they're make you unhappy and sad. And I just want you to change your perception, because there's good and bad in everything. And it's up to you to choose what you want to see in it. You want to see the good or the bad. I can find good in everything. It doesn't matter what it is. I can find the good in it. A very large good, not just scraping for some. I mean, I can find some major good. And it's just because I've set myself in a place where I don't allow negative energy or negative people or negative things to enter into my thought process. It's all blocked out here. That was taken in from in here. Internally, I created an external shield, which most people won't do. Most people will go through life just continually having bad relationships with very negative people, and they go on and on and on, instead of cutting these people out and taking different approaches at being happy. They keep the same cycle going. So for you to break that cycle, you have to change your perception and believe that there's a higher source around you of energy that is just guiding you in your perception. Have a good heart and dance. I want everybody to get out and dance. The person who dances by himself, doesn't matter where or who's watching, that person is balanced. That person is free. That person is not allowing anything outside of their perspective of beauty to enter beyond their shield that they've created. And the only way to get the shield is to have inner balance. You know, you have to go in and take care of your inner child, your inner damage. You have to go and work at that stuff. Like I said in my video about balance and how to become balanced, and taking those little stones and removing them, and little by little restoring your inner peace and your balance. So you're in the city and you're just in the rat race of life, and you can't find this place here. I'm going to tell you, it's everywhere. Go and Google it out. Within 5 or 10 miles of where you live, I guarantee there's a temple like this. It doesn't cost you nothing. You don't have to pay. You don't have to be a member. You don't have to be any religious sect. You can be any religion you want. You don't have to be any religion at all. You can just come here just to enjoy. And if you can't get the feeling and enjoyment of sitting amongst this guy behind me and the setting that he's put into, you're not going to find it paying a therapist $100 an hour. I mean, if you can't get it here, you're not going to get it paying all that money. So I want you all to become balanced and have that shielding and that protective energy, that curtain that you've created that blocks out all the negative people in your life, all the negative energies in your life, bad food, everything. You need to put that wall up and concentrate and take care of the inner self. So a lot of people say, well, Albie, why have you chosen... I originally started off as a Catholic and an altar boy at the San Gabriel Mission as a 5 and 6 year old. And then at age 7, I decided that there were so many religions and that I just didn't need to be focused on the one that I was born into, or my family um, religion was. So I decided that I would study with assistance of a few external coincidences. I became a theologian and decided to study all religions and find the good and bad in all religions. So um, the difference is, what I found in religion is that most religions, go and they tell you to study this deity and be like this deity and walk and talk like this Egyptian and be like this person, and that's not what I'm into. I'm a Native American, and that's my culture. That's where I've been born into. So that I accepted that this is the land here that I've been born into. So my culture must be that of this land, not of another land or what was brought here or what I'm told I'm supposed to be. So I decided that I would be a spirit person with the land, being part Native American. And as I realized that the culture of Native Americans was pretty much wiped out, and there was nothing to feed off of and nothing to grow off of as a child, I found that Buddhism was available, and it was basically the same grounding and teaching as we have religion telling you to do as this deity and walk as this deity. Buddhism and the native spirituality talks about going inside, finding out who you are on the inside. It's not about going out and finding out who this deity is and what he wants you to be. It's about what you are on the inside and what drives you and what makes you do certain things and what makes you impulsive or out of control or disruptive or angry or jealous. And when you go inward, you can take all those things and find out why internally you're acting or on these impulses or and these emotions like that are not the actions of a higher being. You're not being enlightened. You want to be enlightened, you have to control those emotions and really work on your self-control and going internally. So I've always followed enlightenment and philosophy and Buddhism and Native American spirituality and wisdom over a religious deity worship. And I see that type of worship and religion as coming to an end slowly as it becomes more primitive, as we as human being species start going inside and realizing who we are and what we're capable of doing. Then slowly all religions will start melting away, and in spirituality and ties to the stars and the heavens and the cycles and the eclipses and the power of the waves will all come into effect in who we are and what we are, and we'll start getting it internally instead of going externally to have to be balanced and to be happy, right? Happy is not something that's a continual thing. We must have sadness and happiness. So even though we suffer with sadness, to me, sadness is a comfort. Sadness is the time in my life where I get to hug myself and hold myself and cry and be there for myself in my sadness. It is comforting for me to be sad. For you, you're all struggling with sadness and it really hurts you, but there is comfort in sadness. I want you to realize that with your perspective, find that comfort in your sadness. When you cry to yourself and you hold yourself, yeah, those are the moments that you're there for you 100%. And then from there you go internally and do the work. And then you come out from internally as a magic person with control and balance and perspective. And you realize it's just the simple things in life that you need to keep you happy and balanced. It's to slow down, decompress from the United States government and the tax system and the rat race. Decompress. Don't pay $100 to a psychiatrist. Go to a temple, go to a meditation center. It's everywhere. I want to show you a little piece of this here before I go. So Here I am on the grounds today. It's 7:30 in the morning because it's just too hot to do anything else. But namaste. Be good to yourself. Go inward. One love.